Hello and welcome to another Hexarchy playthrough. Today's challenge is to get to 35 victory points and control 40 hexes. Since you get 1 victory point per 2 hexes, basically means you get to 40 hexes, earn 15 points somewhere else. And the best way to do that is to just get to 5 cities. Each city is 7 tiles, that's 35 tiles right there. Plus we start with the holy site, so 5 cities it is. Now the easy way to do this would be in 6 turns. First 4 turns you train a settler, the last one will be mobilized. You're gonna have 5 cities at the beginning of turn 6. But we want to do it on 5 turns. So that's gonna be much more complicated. As for our starting location, there really is only this big tile. It gives us free food, so we don't need to forage to get our first settler out. Plus it's next to the holy site, it's next to all these resources we can harvest. It's all good stuff. Now as for what cards we want to be using, we basically just want agriculture and fishing, because this is going to be very tight, so none of these cool cards will be useful for us. But of course we want to get the settler, buy these scraps, 2 gold, that's a great price. And we can work this tile, it's fine, we get 3 gold. Crucially, we get to 3 food over the end turn. So we grow our city, and if you go from 1 population to 2, now you draw 5 cards instead of 4 cards. So that's like earning 2 more gold right there. Now for our second turn, we get rid of the cards that I said are not agriculture and fishing. We can just draw a settle, we'll be using it anyways. And can train the settler. Can probably buy the science. 2 gold is cheap. So now we can get to our horseback riding, because we want to be mobilizing our next settlers. But we won't be using this turn, so we can just grip like a horseman to trash it, basically saving 2 gold on having to keep it. Now we want to use the fishing to get our forage here, and we probably want to be harvesting these crabs. But this gives us puts us on 4 out of 3 in our storage, so we can either let this food go to the market over the end turn, or we can sell it ourselves for 2 gold. But if you feed to Rome, we can then not harvest this mountain tile for 2 hammers, but we can get these whales, which gives us 3 gold, which is more than 2 gold we will be getting here. Plus we get an extra food. The one thing we're losing is happiness, because we grew our city. But basically just means we are on net 0 instead of +1. So we lose a little bit of chance to get an extra victory point from We Love You, but not nearly as important as getting some extra money. As for where our settler will go, we would definitely want to be harvesting these horses next turn. So we want to be settling somewhere nearby. I think something like this is fine. Maybe that would be safer, so you don't necessarily grow here, but not that big of a deal. And now comes turn 3, which is the crucial turn for us, because we want to be training 2 mobilized settlers this turn, which is gonna cost a lot of resources. So let's get to it. We want to stay only on 3 specific cards, which is our forage, our mobilize, and our settler. Everything else can go. We won't be needing it, and we definitely need the hammers from trashing those cards. We can also sell this science, because there are no more tech cards in our deck. Okay, so these are the 3 cards we want. We can also settle the settler, and we have 14 hammers. So the crucial thing here is to not get this settler for this alternative cost of free food, because this cost doesn't grow the second time you use it, only the hammer costs grow. So if we first train for 4 hammers, then we can train for free food. If we first train for free food, then we have to train it for 5 hammers. We lose 1 hammer on the exchange. So since we're gonna be having 2 settlers, we can just feed some food here to Anthium, plus we're gonna be harvesting these horses, so we can vacate the spot for now. Gonna harvest the horses, get to 2 food, train here. But first we can train the settler here. And then we can forage, for example, these crabs. Now we want to draw those cards again. And now, crucially, again, we're going to be getting these horses with this forage. But if we use this mobilize first, then we get to do it for only, or for one hammer less. So we can mobilize this settler, put him like there, and now we can draw the card, forage these horses, mobilize, oh, not mobilize, first we get the settler, and we mobilize the settler there. One more benefit of doing it is this specific order is there is no randomness involved. You're always drawing a single card from the deck, so we didn't, in crucial time, for example, the second time you use these cards, you don't want to be drawing them again because we only want to use them twice per turn, right? So by the time you drew them, we use them second time, we really want to make sure we will not be drawing them again, which is why we use the mobilize before the second round of forage and settler to get a second mobilize in our hand. And yeah, this is basically it. We're just running out these settlers, and the next turn is gonna be just about optimizing our points we're gonna have over the end turn while winning this challenge. So we can settle here, settle here, settle here. You see we have exactly 40 tiles, plus we're probably gonna have some more. And we have 33 points, we just need 2 more points. We are already gaining them right now from just these 2 cities. The mobilize and settler we don't need. Now we can just harvest some of these resources. Maybe we can get these crabs. And draw it again. Maybe something like these whales here. Could also be nice. If we move around some of these workers, now see this city grows. This city grows, but one was from Rome. Ravenna grows. Antium will probably never grow. This one costs a hammer, sure. Yeah, just about finding like a good spot to earn some of these. We can get these crabs. Was that the second time we used it? Yeah, so we cannot use it again. Doesn't matter, there's nothing else to do. We can probably let Ravenna grow. Right, so Ravenna will grow again. Now we can just find, okay, 60% here, 60% there. All good. Get some extra points. Win the challenge. So hope you learn how to sequence your cards for alternative costs. See you next time.